What's up? My name is Serna. I'm a filmmaker, a storyteller, a youth advocate, a youth speaker. I'm a huge fan of building community and relationships with people locally in my community and around the world. I'm currently now in Los Angeles, California. It's freezing here. My heart behind making films is the hope that someone can lean into that inner voice inside of them and connect with the world in a unique way. I had the privilege to travel around the world and meet organizations and people that are making such a difference in the world, and my entire life was changing because of to hear their stories and hear their perspective, and it changed my whole brain chemistry, how I think, and it changed my whole mindset from negative to kind of hopeful. And so I was having these personal encounters, and so I started picking up a camera and taking pictures of these people and telling the stories, and then learned how to make videos and films through it. And the hope is that you can reach through a screen that someone is hundreds of thousands of miles away, wherever they are, and squeeze their heart a little bit and affect them and possibly infect them with I guess like just the word that always comes to me is this hope that like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is like some sort of like light, a silver lining around the cloud, or whatever that term or phrase is. Yeah, I just really want people to just feel like there are other people in very similar situations as themselves, with like the friction of like your soul has a dream and a destiny and a bigger mission than just ourselves. Something about the media I want it to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comforted. And I love that so much because I really want to comfort people that are afflicted, wherever it's in Syria, refugees, wherever it is. And then I want to kind of like afflict the comfortable. I want people that are comfortable in life, that have some sort of routine that just like is very normal or numb to what's going on in the world, to be conflicted, to say, hey, there's a much bigger story being played out than just your story. There's a much bigger mission and purpose and reason for you being on this planet for such a short amount of time. And I want people to navigate that question in their hearts and in their minds. When I think about someone that gave me a chance, the biggest person I come to is I was 19 years old and I finished the study abroad program that kind of like started this whole journey that I've been on for the last 10 years. But there was this gentleman, this British guy, he's a man of very few words, named Paul Whitaker. He's a very brilliant man. He's seen more of the world than anyone I've ever met in my entire life. And I was 19 and he gave me a job opportunity to organize these study abroad programs around the world. And I mean 30, 40 or more people applied for this job, and a lot of them had college degrees and experience, and I was 19, I had nothing of that, no experience, no college degree, and he gave me the job. He gave me the chance to, he gave me the job over all these people. And years later, I mean 5, 6, 7 years later, I saw him again, actually just last year, and I was like, yo, Paul, you changed my life, and I talk about you a lot. And he's a British guy, man of very few words, but he goes, yeah, why is that? And I go, because when I was 19, you gave me a chance when I didn't deserve it, and when I was the least educated, the least experienced. And he said, well, you have a good heart, and that's the best place to start. And he just walked away. And it was funny because I was just like, wow, that hit me in the face of like, I mean, I hope I had a good heart at 19, but I had like this youthful perspective. But it's reprogrammed my brain to just think that way when people want an internship with me or to come help with me or a project with me or anything. I'm like, man, where's the heart, where's the character at? Because you can work on anything else. You can learn a lot of things, but if you have amazing character and you're a good person, then I can teach you anything, really. And so yeah, it kind of motivated me in how I mentor and how I look at my mentorship and the youth I work with and stuff. So yeah, I think a big one, lesson that I learned from that, and then I always try to like challenge people, is like, how do we lean into like life? Like life has a lot to offer, and there's a lot of people around us with brilliant wisdom and guidance and opportunity. And how do we just like lean into a little bit and ask the questions and ask those bold, audacious dreams of like, yo, can I come with you on a trip? Can I be your intern? Or can I don't know, and just really kind of leaning into the power of wisdom. I feel like we've replaced wisdom with Google. We Google all of our questions and our problems, but there's no intimacy there. There's no experience there. It's just a very surface level answer. And so when you ask people that are older than you for help and guidance of what would you do if I was 19? If I was If I'm or like when I was 25, I'd ask a 35 or 40-year-old, yo, if you were 25 again, what would you do when you were 25? And they'll tell you, don't worry about status, don't worry about popularity, don't worry about money, don't worry about this, worry about this, this, and this, and focus on this, this, and this. And they'll tell you like, yo, get out of the muck and the culture that you're trying to like impress or entertain, and take off the mask that you're trying to hide behind, and be your authentic, real self. Because I mean, there's no doubt there's going to be a moment in your life where you have that like aha, oh crap moment, where you're just like, damn, like I have been living totally for myself for as long as I can think of, and it's the last thing I want to be doing. It's so meaningless and empty when you're living for yourself. So the sooner you can make that realization and be like, wow, this world is so much more bigger than me, this story that I'm part of is bigger than me, and my purpose is bigger than me.